Tonight we are focusing on a very integrated set of issues. Economics, finance, employment, social issues, climate change, ecosystem decline. All these issues are interlinked. The financial crisis is not about money alone. It's about energy, it's about natural resources. Because if you are going to pay back all these debts, you need to do it by using energy and raw materials. The purpose of the Club of Rome is really to undertake analysis about problems we face in the world, but it's also to try to suggest solutions on how to address the problems that we have identified.
This is what we could call the scientist's nightmare. So we have observed over the past 30 years an accelerated pressure on the planet. For 3 weeks in July, for the first time in our observations, the entire Greenland ice sheet is melting. And that's one drama in terms of sea level rise, but the big drama is that it changes color, and it means that it absorbs more heat. So for the first time, as far as we know, in the Holocene period, what so far has been a planet that has dampened and helped to cool and actually absorb our disturbance, you see the first sign that potentially the feedback mechanism is changing direction. Planet Earth may be accelerating warming. Just these 2 weeks of change in albedo, meaning lowered reflectivity, is equivalent in terms of heat of 1 year's energy consumption in the US. We can today talk of humanity simply having to deal with what we can call a 369 world. We are committed, we have actually disturbed the energy balance to a point where we're committed to 3 degrees warming. We have reached the 6th mass extinction of species on planet Earth, the first one to be caused by humans. I won't go through the 9 big processes. It suffices in this well-informed audience to say it's not only climate change, as we all know. We need to be equally preoccupied with the interlinked issues of nitrogen, phosphorus, biodiversity, fresh water, land.
Competition for water, land, energy and materials will be first. Investment in resource-efficient infrastructure, technologies and renewables must have top priority. Recycling and reuse will be key. And research and development, and this is very important because there are very few scientific institutions today who really specialize in sustainable design and innovation. Very few politicians and political parties want to discuss this dilemma. And I think, well, we have a few. And I think unless we put in place a thorough discussion in society around this and try to agree on a vision of a more sustainable future, but also a transition, we are not going to make it. We have to rethink the economics policy framework. We need to take nature into account. We need new indicators for welfare and well-being. We need to promote what we call the circular economy. And to do that, we need binding targets for energy resource efficiency and raise taxes on use of materials and reduce taxes on labor.
So and there, I think Europe has a huge responsibility to be a front-runner, be an avant-garde, to really have a new model, a sustainability model for business, for society, for consumption and production.
We talk about land, energy, water, food, or I would say social tensions because of economies that don't offer decent jobs and employment. I think it's very interwoven, and that's why I think you have to merge, let's call it the conventional green and climate change related agenda with the social agenda.
If we understand, we have all the intellect, we hold the technology, and we have all the ability to solve the problems within the time frame what we have.
You see that the Club of Rome is alive and kicking.
And we have to go to a business model where you earn revenue by offering service, performance, and high quality. And by doing that, I think that we can deal with everything from climate change to ecosystem decline to resource constraints in a much more effective way. And on top of it, we will also offer new jobs in the local economy for the kind of service organization that is needed for maintenance and repair in this new type of economy.